Hey there, everybody. So, today we're going to talk a little bit about motorcycles. You are maybe thinking about buying a motorcycle. That's why you're clicking on this video. Well, what I want to do is talk about a few of the pros and cons about motorcycles in general, motorcycling in general. Today we're on the 2021 Kawasaki KLX 300. This is what's considered to be a dual sport motorcycle. Dual sport meaning that you can ride it on the street and you can ride it off-road. My number one reason, it is fun. There's very few things that you can do on the road that are as much fun as riding a motorcycle. There's just something to be said about the freedom, the feeling of the wind blowing on you. Some motorcycles are not going to give you that feeling as much as others. This bike has got nothing in front of me, so I feel all the wind on me. But the dual sport part of that means I can do this. I can now go off the pavement and hit me some dirt road. You get to experience things on a motorcycle that you do not feel when you're in a car or a truck or a van or whatever else it is that you drive. Motorcycling just gives you a whole different perspective on everything. Reason number two, it's usually pretty cheap. And when I mean cheap, I mean it's inexpensive. You can go and you can buy a motorcycle like this. In fact, this very motorcycle right here, brand new, is about $6,000. Now, you can go and you can buy a used one, same motorcycle, maybe got some miles on it, and save yourself $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in some cases. You can get it for half the price, sometimes a little bit less than half the price. So that's cheap, and that's brand new is $6,000. You go to try to find something with four wheels, brand new, at $6,000, let me know. I will buy one. But motorcycles, they're generally a lot cheaper than a vehicle's going to be. In addition to that, the operation of a motorcycle is generally cheaper. They're better on fuel in most cases than a car is, or a truck. The maintenance intervals on most modern motorcycles are very long, meaning you don't have to change your oil every 3,000 or 5,000 miles. Some motorcycles like this has got an oil change interval of 6,000 miles. Now that's going to be based on a lot of different factors, but if you're riding it normal on the street and you're not doing a lot of modifications to it, you can look at maybe 6,000 miles before you got to do oil changes. Other maintenance that you might have to do is if you got a chain on your motorcycle, you got to clean and lubricate your chain. You don't want that getting full of muck and dirt. It'll cause you all kinds of problems. It'll wear out your sprockets. I don't know if that's even true. I think I just totally pulled that right out of my ass. The other thing that you're going to have to do is maintain an air filter. And on most motorcycles, that's an easier task than even changing the oil. You can put a new filter in it, or you can take your old filter if it's the kind that's reusable, and you clean it, you re-oil it, you put it back in the bike, and you enjoy it again for another 6,000 miles. Unless you do a lot of off-roading, then maybe your mileage is different. So number one, it's fun. There's no funner thing to do on two wheels. There's a lot of other funner things to do, so we're talking about motorcycles. Get your head straight. The number three reason why I think motorcycling is a great sport to get into, hobby, sport, lifestyle, insurance is usually cheaper. It's cheaper because the vehicle's cheaper. Most insurances are based on the replacement cost of the vehicle. So just to put it in perspective, I've got this motorcycle and two others. I've got a adventure bike, a Triumph adventure bike, and I've got a classic Suzuki cruiser motorcycle. To insure the 3 of those motorcycles is around $100 a month. Now my truck, I've got 2 trucks. I've got a 99 Silverado 2500 4x4, and I've got a 2023 Silverado 2500 4x4 with the diesel engine. The new truck, well, that's a lot different. That's almost $200 a month. So I'm looking at under $100 a month for 3 motorcycles and almost $200 a month for 1 truck. Again, the new truck is a $70,000 vehicle. So if I crash and total that, the insurance company is on the hook for a lot more money than they are if I crash and total this $6,000 motorcycle. There's a lot of other factors that go into insurance, but that one right there is probably the simplest one to wrap your head around. The cost of the vehicle, and it's going to be cheaper on a motorcycle. If you're an idiot and you've got a bunch of speeding tickets, well, you're paying a bunch of money on insurance anyway, if you even have insurance. Number 4, it's cool, right? I mean, who hasn't imagined riding a motorcycle at some time in your life? Maybe you were 5 years old and your dad had a motorcycle. Or maybe you're 40 years old and your buddies have got Harleys, and now you're thinking about, hey, you know what? I'm missing out because these guys come back on Monday morning after going out for a ride together over the weekend, and they're talking about all the stuff that they did and the places they saw and the restaurants they went to. And if you're on a BMW, the coffee that you bought, you don't want to miss out on that. It's cool. It's just cool to be a biker. And you know what? A lot of chicks like motorcycles. Now, take that with a grain of salt. Maybe you're not into chicks, in which case most every dude likes motorcycles. So there you go. You got that going for you. Or maybe you're a chick. You know what? Hey, I don't know. No judgments here. All I'm saying is, people like motorcycles. And who can blame them? They're just so much damn fun. Now, are you going to go out there and land a hot chick just because you got a motorcycle? You could probably land Britney Spears, but don't do it for other people. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That's, you know what? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying motorcycles are fun, they're cool, and everybody likes them. So go get you a motorcycle. I don't know what number that is. I'm losing track. I think it's number 5. How about we just stop there?
Yo, what's up? Have you subscribed? I didn't think so. How about you go down there and do that? Help me out.